I feel so, I don't know. Man, where do I start? It's like, I don't know. There's so many things going through my mind right now. There's like 40 different things going through my mind, and my mind hasn't had time to rest recently. You know, it's been one thing after another, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying this in a bad way. I'm not saying this like, woe is me, like, oh my goodness, my life is going horrible. Not at all. If anything, right now is a time where I'm finally starting to see, you know, the puzzle pieces align. I'm starting to finally see, you know, the fruits of my labor come to fruition, you know? The work I've been putting in for so long, it's finally starting to pay off. 2 weeks ago, I was lying in my bed thinking, you know, thinking about the goals I had set in the past, well, over the past 2 years, 2.5 years, 3 years. Actually, what was 2025? 2022, I started this. So past 3.5 years, I've been on this journey, and the lack of progress pertaining to monetary gain I've made, it really hit me. I you know, was laying there just thinking, analyzing everything that's led up to where I am now, and I wasn't quite sure what to make of it or how to make of it. But it caused me to think. It caused me to think about the goals I had set 2 years ago, where I am now, and where I want to guarantee I will be an additional 2 years from now. Not having set goals that I told myself I would achieve and failed miserably to achieve them. Rather, set goals I say I'm going to achieve and over exceed them. And me just sitting there thinking about where I wanted to be 2 years from now, or where I wanted to be 6 months from now, really begged the question. And the question was, what was I doing to guarantee my success moving forward? And I'm not just talking about the stuff like making your bed in the morning, waking up, cold showers, going to the gym consistently, hitting your macros, all of that, because I was doing all that and more for years on end, and I had seen no result. And I realized it was so crazy when it hit me, because I realized I thought by prioritizing the waking up early, by prioritizing the reading and the all this other stuff, the going to sleep early, you know, going to the gym, hitting my macros, the journaling, the meditation, and the countless thousands of different things that we think makes someone productive. All of these things I was prioritizing, but I wasn't prioritizing my craft. I wasn't prioritizing the reason why I started this journey. You know, I got so caught up in the mix of, oh, if I do X, you know, Y will happen, surely. If I wake up and make my bed every morning, I will become a millionaire. If I wake up and I journal every single day, I will hit my first 100K month, whatever the case is, right? And I put all these labels on these habits, thinking those were the things that would get me to where I wanted to get to, putting off my craft. I was too blindsided by the noise of, hey, you have to do this in order to be productive and see the success, or to see the success you're looking for. And man, it really had me think how much I've been neglecting my craft. I had forgotten the reason why I started this. I had forgotten the reason why I was so obsessed in the beginning, why I committed my all to this. Not just part of me, not just some of me, not just 98% of me. I committed my all to this. This is all I could think about day in and day in and day out. It's all I could think about. I couldn't think about anything else. I couldn't go to sleep without thinking about this. I would go to sleep and have premonitions and visions in my sleep about this. Like, I cannot begin to emphasize it enough. It's all I could think about. I would eat, sleep, and breathe this. It's what I wanted more than anything in the world. And I lost that. And for a long time, I was searching, literally yearning for that feeling again, that feeling of just being obsessed, just being in this flow that to most people, it doesn't look like you're in a flow. The type of flow that it seems like there's chaos all around you, yet you have no implication of it, nor care in the world, and you're just focused on doing what you're doing. The type of flow to where you could care less about what your body thinks. And and all you're focused on is your obsession with your craft and nothing else in the world. And nothing can pull you away from that. I was searching for that for so long. And I would beat myself up about it over and over and over again. I'd search for that flow, training hard in the gym, killing my body, killing my mind, killing my spirit, going as hard as I could, pushing myself to my limits. I would search for that flow in trying to prioritize everything, trying to ensure that everything in my life was balanced out, But no matter what I did, no matter the amount of journaling I did, no matter the amount of morning routines or night routines or, saunas or workouts I did, nothing allowed that flow to return. Until now. When I realized I had been neglecting the very thing that had been feeding my spirit, my obsession, that's when I began to prioritize my craft. And over the past 2 weeks, I found what I've been looking for. I found what I've been searching for. And this isn't a type of flow you can fake. You can't fake this by pretending you're doing the work. You can't fake this by thinking, oh, I have all my habits aligned and I'm doing a bit of work. Now everything sets into place. It's not a type of flow you can manipulate. It's something that comes on its own by you simply working on your craft. There's no other way for it to arrive, I guess. Someone just got into a car accident right in front of me. But the thing is, I wasn't expecting this. I wasn't expecting this type of flow. Right now, everything in my life is all over the place. My goals are all over the place. You know, my priorities are all over the place. My mind is all over the place. However, my focus is on one thing and one thing alone. And that is the progression toward my vision and nothing else. The progression toward improving my craft. My life right now feels like a beautiful mess. My room is messy. My bed's not made. There's clothes on the floor. My desk is a little bit messy, just a little bit. Man, I'm doing deliveries, working 7.5 hours a day. You know, I'm working my other job as well. I'm not going as hard in the gym anymore because my macros kind of tapered off. I definitely haven't been hitting my macros, but still trying to push my body as hard as I can while I'm in the gym, just to be able to my mind is all over the place. But throughout all of this, when I'm not home, when I'm not on the computer, all I can think of is my craft. I can't think of anything else. All I'm thinking about is improving, is becoming better, is becoming the individual I know I can become. Man, my life right now is a beautiful mess. I can't even begin to describe the flow, because there's zero reason right now I should be in flow. My sleep is broken. I'm not hitting my macros. I'm not getting bigger in the gym. My room is a mess. Dude, there's zero reason why I should be in this flow, in this newfound obsession. However, there is a reason. And that's because for once in my life, I am doing the work that needs to be done. There's something radiating about simply doing the work you know needs to be done and completing that work. For so many years, I've set goals and I failed to achieve them, and I have skewed my own personal perception of myself. You know, I've failed to remain a man of my word to me, which has skewed my perception of the goals I set, of the things I say to myself, and of the vision of who I'm striving to become, because I feel like I can't keep my word to myself. However, when I start to tell myself I'm going to do X, I'm going to work on X, and I do it, and I outperform, not just underperform, not just perform, but outperform even my own capabilities while within my craft, while learning, while understanding, while refining, while applying. You reach a newfound man, I don't know how to say it. It's like it becomes euphoric. Like it becomes like a drug. It's all you can think about. All you want to do is see improvement. All you want to do is keep going. And to be frank with you guys, that's all I could think about right now. Man, there's so much going on right now. And it's like, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. But I'm not allowing that excitement to cloud my judgment. Man. I would say I'm looking forward to what's next, or I'm glad that I'm no longer in a prior position. But to be honest, I think this is the most present I've ever been. Man, I don't know. My mind is all over the place right now, but it's focused on one thing. My craft. So, let's get to it. Got a new mentor, realigned my positioning of how I approach my goals. And if I'm being honest with you guys, this is the last time I'm allowing myself I'm no longer allowing myself to not be a man of my word, not to other people, but to myself. Because if a man cannot keep his own word to himself, how do you expect him to hold his word to anyone else? Heard that a while back. Anyways, I love you guys. Execute on your craft. Yeah. Execute on your craft. Stop trying to perfect everything. And just get up and work. Yeah. Love you guys. Absolutely love you guys. Even though there's like 5 of you watching this video. But I love you all, and I will see you soon.